I've seen how it wears people down, where time and again leaders within my community have seen something horrific overseas and have then been told by the media, we know you're a leader, we know you're a good person, we know you're 100% part of the community, but by the way, we just need to check, are you opposed to the child holding the decapitated head? I can see why that wears people down. And they have still had the courage to go out time and time again and to say the hatred that we have seen in their images, in those images, is not in their name. And today is an opportunity for us as representatives of the Australian people to say to the woman who has been abused by a thug at a railway station that that abuse is not happening on behalf of Australia and that abuse is not in our name. For us to be able to say to the Sikh taxi driver who's being called a terrorist that the abuse that he is receiving is not in our name. For us to be able to say to the children who were abused on a bus with anti-Semitic bile that the abuse they received was not in our name, not in the name of this parliament, not in the name of our country, and not what Australia represents or is. We need to make sure as a parliament that there is one message that comes out of here. Not that we hedge or that we show different levels of sympathy in different ways, but that we send a message loud and clear that prejudice is not in our name. We need to make sure that the voice of hatred will always be there, but we make sure the voice of hatred will never be the loudest voice. We have an unusual leadership role right now, and none of us can pretend on this one we are simply here on our own behalf. As a parliament, as a House of Representatives, as different political parties, we need to make sure that the people who are receiving hate that we will never be able to imagine know absolutely that Australia says they are part of this country and we unequivocally stand together.